Right now, Ethereum is creating a major symmetrical triangle, not only on the US dollar pair, but also against the Bitcoin pair. So on today's update video, I want to be discussing the price targets of this major breakout that is about to come, a potential trade you could be taking on this. I'm gonna give in general an update on all my current ongoing trades, including the new trade I opened 2 days ago here. And I'm gonna be going a little bit more in depth about why I opened this trade. So this and of course much more will be getting discussed on today's update video, because I will talk about the current ongoing structure on Bitcoin, on the weekly time frame, what we're seeing with the Nasdaq, what we're currently seeing, of course, on the lower time frames on Bitcoin as well. And yes, I will give you multiple trading setups I am personally looking for on today's update video. So don't forget to once again slap that like button back above. 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in today's update video. So first of all, we're seeing of course that Bitcoin has seen an ever so slight correction towards the downside. And ultimately, yeah, we were slightly trading above this level, but we have just seen this level not really clearly flip us into support. And now we're still ultimately trading below the very critical level of resistance, which is 116 to about $117,000 for Bitcoin. And yes, I stated this already in many videos before. I stated this in the live stream as well. But basically, Bitcoin, of course, is currently retesting the wolf-like pattern. But ultimately, Bitcoin, if it is going to see another big dump towards the downside, I am personally interested to accumulate new positions, extra positions, since of course already the most of my positions are already filled up here. But I'm looking to add even more in towards my Bitcoin long positions if we are going to come back towards this 113.1/2K level. Because if I'm also zooming out towards some higher time frames, I can just currently clearly see, okay, Bitcoin, of course, what we're seeing right now in the bigger perspective is that we're creating a falling wedge pattern. And if Bitcoin, of course, is going to come back towards this level right here, which is, of course, clearly previous support, flipped into resistance. Now, once again, I think it's going to be flipping into support. If we're going to come back towards that level, I will be personally highly interested in accumulating more around this region. So in the case Bitcoin is going to fall lower, which is not my base scenario, but is for sure something that could be happening, I am going to be anticipating this. And of course, I want to be adding on towards my positions. So this is, of course, something I'm looking for with my trades currently. Of course, my Bitcoin trades, I will remain to hold them open because I'm convinced we are going to be running ultimately towards my price targets I discussed in all those videos before. And I really do think that it is not only going to be Bitcoin, because I am seeing also some very great setups on Ethereum, but I will dive in towards that a little bit later. But guys, first of all, I want to be telling you, if you want to be staying up to date on all my trades here, because most recently I opened a new trade, and of course I share you here the positions I opened, I shared you why I was opening it, and much more details, all in the VIP Telegram group here. And yeah, you can join this group yourself as well by going to the second link in today's video description. And yes, guys, if you are looking for a reliable and a cheap and a safe exchange to trade on, Weex is definitely the platform to do so, because not only are they going to give you a 20% bonus on your deposit up to $30,000. So let's say you deposit $100,000, they're going to give you an extra $20,000 to trade with. But on top of that, guys, if you write a sign-up account using that first link in today's video description, you will get a 25% fee rebate, making Weex the cheapest exchange to operate from. So make sure to check it out. It's highly recommended. It's the best exchange out there, especially if you do not want to be paying a lot of fees. So Bitcoin is currently still trading in this uptrend. And ultimately, if I'm looking at Bitcoin, we're seeing that the global money supply here, the M2 money stock, is massively increasing. And we can also see that the Nasdaq, for example, is setting new all-time highs. And if we compare the Nasdaq towards the Bitcoin chart, overlaying them on each other, you can see that Bitcoin usually follows the Nasdaq quite clearly. Only there's a slight little divergence right now. So in my opinion, once again, it's going to be a matter of time before we're going to be picking up again here. So exciting what we're seeing over there. Then, of course, the price target for me and my trades, my first target is $123,000. And then my ultimate target is $137,000. Of course, I would highly recommend to just subscribe to the channel and be in the Telegram group here, because there I'm going to give you guys more and more updates on my trades here. So make sure to do so. Definitely very, very nice. Then looking, of course, real quickly at the liquidity heat map, I can currently see there's a lot of liquidity being built up below us, but also above it. So Bitcoin is right now getting squeezed there between two very big liquidity levels. And what I'm expecting usually whenever we see such price action is that we're first going to squeeze the lower side or first the top side, and then vice versa. So make sure to clearly pay attention towards this. There's liquidity being built up on both sides here. Then quickly, I want to be running in towards the Ethereum chart because, of course, as you know, as you have been seeing the videos on the channel, I've been long on Ethereum for quite a while right now. And this long trade is actually getting compressed right now here. Not only on the ETH compared to Bitcoin chart, we are right now creating this lower high structure and higher low structure. And of course, creating this symmetrical triangle, but also exactly the same on the dollar pair is happening, where we're creating lower highs and higher lows. And basically what we're seeing is that Ethereum is getting squeezed up. It is getting compressed. And whenever we're going to be either break above resistance or below support, that is where the next direction is going to get called for the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, and of course the Ethereum against dollar pair here. So also, if you're looking at the daily time frame, you can just see there's a massive consolidation currently ongoing. And yeah, you have to understand this consolidation is literally happening around all-time highs, below all-time highs. And if you've been in crypto for a while and if you've been trading for a while, there's one golden rule here, and that is that if you see an exponential rally and then, of course, consolidation below all-time high, it is generally speaking a very bullish consolidation. This is not a distribution. No, this is an accumulation range here. And truly, whenever Ethereum is going to be breaking above these highs again here, we're going to be going in towards the next expansion phase. And yes, I have said this multiple times before. My target is between $6,000 to about $6,500. That is only about like a 35% increasement to 40% from here on. I think that is a reasonable target. We can be heading this bull market. And of course, some of those levels, I will have been locked in about $2 million for my Ethereum trade, but also about $3-4 million for my Bitcoin trade. And then I already traded this 1 million account to about 6 million. So I am showing you, of course, how I'm going to be trading this 1 million account all the way to 10 million. Currently, we're sitting on 2 million. That, of course, this is part of the progress. I believe in the things I'm currently seeing, and I do think Ethereum is going to create ultimately another leg towards the upside, unless, of course, we're going to be breaking this very important upper slope support line. Then we could be first see maybe a slight little fake out towards the downside before ultimately moving back again here. So this is, of course, important to understand. Also, on the total cryptocurrency market cap, excluding the top 10, we're starting to see a golden cross. Also, if you're going to compare multiple charts with each other, it looks like Ethereum is about to be exploding. Also, the total 2 is creating this major cup and handle pattern again here, starting to be breaking out above the all-time high here. And yeah, ultimately as well, the total 3 chart is exactly reflecting the same here. It is breaking above the all-time high. It's knocking on resistance. And the moment we're going to be confirming this breakout is, of course, the point where the big exponential rally is going to continue. But also, I opened up a new trade on Aptos. I shared this trade obviously in my Telegram group here, which you can also join using the second link in today's video description. But the reason why I opened this trade, I quickly want to be mentioning in this video. Like you can see, it is not necessarily in a huge profit. It is actually still in the loss here, but I set up multiple levels where I want to be entering this position. And like I basically discussed in the Telegram group, like you can read over here, the reason why I went long on this pair here is because it is, first of all, looking very good on the chart. You can see clearly this is the sweet spot in all the previous years here where you want to be accumulating, because always if you bought at this zone, it was basically going quite exponential, like 20x, 30x from of this point. Second of all, the reason why I'm doing it right now and not on those previous occasions is because currently, clearly, the revenue on Aptos, on the protocol they're using, is rapidly increasing. They're making significant money, and also the volume is also rapidly increasing. So they're making more money, they have more volume, but the price is still lagging behind. And also, a while ago, back in the beginning of this year, I saw the exact same happening with Hyperliquid. And of course, I went long on that from about, what is it, $12 or $9. It went all the way up to $50 from of that point. So 5x, 6x. And now I am doing and seeing exactly the same with Aptos. So I started to open up a leverage long with only 3x in leverage. And of course, have set up some multiple levels on the lower side as well, where, of course, I want to be doubling down on my position. Actually, if it goes to $4, I'm going not even double down, but triple down on my position. So yeah, this is basically the reason why I opened this trade. I think it can do very well here. And of course, I will continue to do more research to find more trades. But if you want to be staying up to date on all these trades in real time, make sure to join the private Telegram group in the second link in today's video description. And this is it for me in today's update video. Outside of that, there's not a lot of stuff changing. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Towards an amazing new update video. If you did enjoy it, learn something from it, stop with that like button. Check out the private Telegram group in the link description of today's video. And see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.